The Maya of Brahma, the power of Maya. Lord Vishnu had given the charge to create this universe to Lord Brahma, who used to watch the various acts of the Lord in his new incarnation as Krishna. He saw Krishna going on the banks of river Yamuna along with the cowboys and playing with them. They all used to sit in a circle, and they all used to feed Krishna from their lunch with their own hands. This made Lord Brahma full of jealousy. It was difficult for anyone, even after hard penance, to go near the Lord, but these cowherds were so close to the Lord with no effort. Lord Brahma decided to check the power of Lord Vishnu. A little pride entered him regarding his creating powers. The cowboys sat laughing and chatting during lunch. Lord Brahma made the cattle go stray with his magical powers. After lunch, when the cowherds did not find their cows, they were very worried. They searched for them in all possible directions. Actually, Lord Brahma had shut them inside a cave. Then Krishna offered to go and look for the cattle. When he went to look for the cows, Brahmaji shut all the cowboys inside the same cave using his magical powers. When Krishna did not find the cows, he returned to his friends but was surprised to see them missing. By his divine power, he knew that Brahmaji did it all, but he did not say anything to him. He instead decided to play a trick on Brahmaji. Krishna did nothing to secure the release of the cowherds or the cattle. Instead, he multiplied himself into many cowboys who had gone missing. He even multiplied himself into the calves. His impersonation and so accurate and fantastic that it was complete to the minute detail. In the evening, all the cowboys and calves who were actually Krishna himself reached their parents, who could not differentiate among them. They all took them as their sons, and the cows too could not differentiate among their cows. These divine forms of Krishna were perfect impersonations. When the Lord himself had made them, there was no question of a difficulty or a mistake. This impersonation went on for 1 year. During this time, the mothers got loving and caring towards their sons, and cows would always lick their calves. The mothers felt a strange happiness and bliss in caring for their children. In this way, Krishna enjoyed the affection of all for full 1 year. The mothers were even reluctant to send their sons to the grazing ground every morning. Krishna thus brought immense joy to them. One day they looked the cows near the Govardhana mountain slopes where the cows were grazing. The cows rushed when they saw their calves and started licking them affectionately. When Balaram saw this, asked Krishna why everyone had suddenly become so fond of their children. Krishna replied to him in detail all that had happened. A day in the life of Brahmaji is equal to 1 year on earth. So Brahmaji came on his swan the next day to see the condition of the calves and the cowboys whom he had shut inside the cave. But he was filled with disbelief when he saw Krishna playing with the cowboys in the green pastures. The calves were also grazing nearby. Brahmaji then checked the mountain cave. He found the calves and cowboys there lying asleep as he had left them. Brahmaji was confused and could not understand this Maya, but he realized that this is a work of the Lord. Just like the light of a candle pales into insignificance in front of sun, the Maya of Brahmaji paled into insignificance in front of Lord Vishnu's Maya. As Brahmaji realized this, he could see the dark complexioned Krishna in every cow. Then he saw the Lord himself in each of the cowboys. Brahmaji alighted from his swan and bowed before Krishna and expressed his belief in the Lord's power. Seated on his swan, he then disappeared along with the divine cowboys and cows. The original cows and cowboys soon reached the same place. With this Maya, Krishna erased from their memory all that had happened. The original cows were grazing as usual. The cowboys did not remember that they had separated from Krishna. That evening, they returned to their homes and told their parents about how Agasura had swallowed them and how Krishna had saved them from his mouth. Actually, the boys were talking about an incident which had happened a year ago, but they thought it had happened only yesterday. Later, the people of Vrindavan talked about the acts of Krishna, not realizing his full powers. Another interesting thing happened. The parents who had become so fond of their children during the past year did not now find any special attraction in them. Even the cows did not lick their calves that much. But it was not their fault. Krishna's presence cannot be matched with that of ordinary mortals.
Oh.